Now this is lecture for BSc first year student. Semester first, subject chemistry, paper name inorganic chemistry, paper number first, and the name of the chapter is in atomic structure. Now before going to your topic, you have to know the syllabus which is for your inorganic chemistry paper. Now this is your syllabus which include total 4 topics. First topic is of atomic structure. Now this atomic structure includes atomic orbitals, quantum numbers, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, shapes of s, p, d, f orbitals, no f orbitals, above and Pauling exclusion principle, Hund's multiplicity rule, electronic configuration of the elements up to atomic number 30, and last one is a Bohr's atomic model, which should be qualitative aspect only, no quantitative. Now second chapter is of periodic properties of the elements. Now this periodic properties includes atomic and ionic radii, ionization energy, electron affinity, and electronegativity. These are the total 4 periodic properties are included in this chapter, along with their trends in periodic table, that is left to right and top to bottom in a group and periods, and application predicting their chemical behavior. So this is your second topic. Now third topic is of S block elements, which include comparative study, diagonal relationship, silent feature of their hydrides, solvation and complexation tendencies, and including their biological function. Now fourth chapter is of P block elements, which include comparative study including diagonal relationship of group 13 up to the group 17 elements. It also includes compounds like hydrides, oxides of group from 13 up to the group 16, and it also includes interhalogen compounds and their types. So this is your syllabus, which include total 4 chapters, and this is subtopics. Now let's see our first topic, atomic structure. Now student, the name indicate that this is the topic which include study of atomic structure. Now first of all, let's see introduction part. Now all of you know that atom composed of 2 regions. One region is of nuclear region where nucleus and neutrons are present, and second region is a outer nuclear region, that is beyond the nucleus. We call that part as an extra nuclear part, which include electrons. These electrons revolve around the nucleus in a definite path. We call that path as a orbit. So now these protons and neutrons which are present in the nucleus having approximately same mass, that is 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 24 grams. Scientists define this mass as a 1 AMU or 1 Dalton. Each proton having positive 1 charge, each electron having minus 1 charge, and neutrons are electrically neutral. Now what is the role of these neutrons? They are present at the center, that is at nucleus. Nucleus having positive charge, there may be chances of repulsion between positive nucleus. To avoid this repulsion, neutrons play important role, that is it avoid nucleus repulsion. So this is the 2 region. Now this diagram gives you clear-cut idea about structure of atom. Now if you see at the central part, there is a orange color balls which contain positive charge, that is they are a nucleus. Yellow color ball, that is they are electrically neutral one, that is they are neutrons. These two, that is neutrons and protons, are present at the center part, we called as a nuclear zone or nuclear region. Now beyond this nuclear region, there is another region, second one, in which electrons are present. In this diagram, they are denoted by a small blue color balls. They are revolving around the nucleus in a definite path, we called as orbit. Now, most important part in this topic is quantum numbers. Now, what is this quantum numbers? To assign all the characters of electrons which are present in an atom, we need some numbers, and that numbers called as a quantum numbers. So what is the role of quantum numbers? It gives a characteristic of the electron which is present in an atom. So it is important to understand quantum numbers in order to understand the whole structure of the atom. To completely describe an electron in an atom, we require total 4 quantum numbers. So 4 quantum numbers are needed to describe electrons in an atom. Scientists use Bohr's atomic model to describe electron with the help of these 4 quantum numbers, its distribution in an atom. In other words, quantum numbers are nothing but address of an electron. This quantum number, the main important role of this quantum number is they define or describe exact position and energy associated with an electron in an atom. Now there are total 4 quantum numbers: principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, and spin quantum number. Now let's see first quantum number, that is principal quantum number. This quantum number denoted by small letter n, put forward by the scientist Niels Bohr. Principal quantum number represent principal energy level or principal shell in which electron revolve around the nucleus. It is denoted by letter small n and can have integer value except 0. That is, n can be 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. It is nothing but distance of electron from the nucleus. It gives idea about the size of atom or orbital. The energy of various principal shell follow the following sequence, that is K shell, which is also called as a shell number 1, having lower energy than L shell, than M shell, than N shell and so on. That is, principal quantum number 1 is having lowest energy than second one, second is having lower energy than third, third is having lower energy than 4 and so on. Now the value of N ranges from 1 to shell containing outermost electron of the atom. As the principal quantum number increases, the size goes on increasing and also the energy of that orbital also goes on increasing. Energy of electron present in principal quantum number can be calculated by using formula 2n square, where n is a principal quantum number. Now second principal quantum number is a azimuthal quantum number. Now this is the second number quantum number denoted by small letter L. This quantum number put forth by the scientist Sommerfeld. Of course, he also used Bohr atomic model. This quantum number associates with the angular momentum of an atomic electron. The azimuthal quantum number is a quantum number for an atomic orbital that determines orbital angular momentum. It also known as orbital angular momentum quantum number, also can be called as orbital quantum number or also known as second quantum number. I will repeat again. It is symbolized by small letter L. Azimuthal quantum number describe shape of orbital in which electron is present. Please keep in mind, principal quantum number gives idea about size of orbital, size of atom, in which electron is present, whereas azimuthal quantum number gives idea about shape, that is size. This is a shape of orbital. Values of L ranges from 0 to n minus 1. Azimuthal quantum number contains 0. Principal quantum number does not contain 0. Principal quantum numbers start from 1, whereas azimuthal start from 0 and into n minus 1. So, for s orbital, L is equal to 0. For p orbital, L is equal to 1. For d orbital, L is equal to 2. And for f, it is a 3. That means when L value is 0, you can immediately identify that is the s orbital. When L value is 1, that is the p orbital. When L value indicated 2, then electron is present in a d orbital. So from the L values, you can identify which orbital is there, whether it is s, p, d and f. With the help of azimuthal quantum number, you can determine total number of energy sublevels in the given energy level. So this is the role of azimuthal quantum number. Now third one is before going to third one, let's elaborate this azimuthal quantum number. For a given value of n, azimuthal quantum number can have any integer value ranging from 0 to n minus 1. For the first shell, that is a K shell, n value is 1. You can have only one L value, that is a 0. 0 means which orbital? That is a s orbital. For the second shell, that is L, where n value is 2, you can have two L values, that is 0 and 1. 1 is coming from n minus 1. Where n is 2, 2 minus 1, it gives 1. So L value is 0 and 1. Two total L values for second shell. For the third shell, where n is equal to 3, that is principal quantum number 3, you can have 3 values, that is L is 0, 1 and 2. Again it is calculated by using formula n minus 1. So now again here, when L value is 0, orbital is S. When L value is 1, orbital is P. When L value is 2, orbital is D1. Now for fourth shell, that is N shell. N is 4. You can have 4 L values, 0, 1, 2 and 3. This indicate that L value is always less than 1 principal quantum number. So this table gives a clear-cut idea. When L value is 0, your shell is S shell. When L value is 1, your shell is P shell. When L value is 2, your shell is D. When it is 3, shell is F. So from the angular quantum number, that is L value, you can identify which will be the orbit, whether it is S, P, D and F. Now this is the diagram which gives shapes of orbitals. When L value is 0, there is a S orbital having spherical shape. So this L value 0 indicating S orbital is there. When L is equal to 1, only P orbital is there, which is having dumbbell shape. Now when L value is 2, orbital is a D, which is having double dumbbell shape. And when L value is 3, it is having F orbital. So this is the diagram showing clear-cut idea about the shape of orbital when various L values are there, such as 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now this table gives a relationship between n value and L value. From this table, you get a clear-cut idea about this relationship between these two principal quantum number and azimuthal quantum number. Now left side indicating principal quantum number, middle one is the angular quantum number, and last one is that is right one is a subshell present. Now when n value is 1, the L value is a 0. At that time, all of you know that when L value is 0, subshell is S subshell. Now when principal quantum number is a 2, there are two L values 0 and 1. When 0, S orbit is there. When L is equal to 1, P orbit is there. That is two subshells present. One is S and second one is a P orbit. Now when n value is 3, of course 3 L values are there, 0, 1, 2. It gives S, P and D subshells. Now when there are 3 azimuthal quantum number, 3 subshell is present, 3 is the principal quantum number. Now when principal quantum number is 4, 4 values are there. But there is difference that principal quantum number is when 4 at that time the L value which is having last L value is a 3 1 n minus 1. So n is equal to 4, L values are 4, 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now according to that the subshells are when L value is 0, subshell are S, when L value is 1, subshells are P, when it is 2, it is a D, when it is 3, it is a F. So there are total 4 subshells are present, S, P, D and F, when principal quantum number is 4. So this table gives idea about n and n value and corresponding orbital subshells. Now third quantum number is magnetic quantum number, which is denoted by small letter m. What is this quantum number gives? Magnetic quantum number gives idea about orientation of atomic orbital in which electron is present around the space, that is area beyond the nucleus, that is extranuclear part. Within that extranuclear part, what will be the orientation of orbit in which electron is present, that is given by magnetic quantum number. So important one is it gives orientation of atomic orbital in a space that is around the nucleus. The value of magnetic quantum number m, it depends upon the value of L, that is azimuthal quantum number. It can be calculated by using formula 2L plus 1, or it may be calculated such as m is equal to plus minus L value. M is equal to plus minus L value. So whenever there is a S subshell, azimuthal quantum number, all of you know that L is equal to 0. At that time magnetic quantum number plus minus L, that is a 0. Now when subshell is a P, L value is 1 and so on. Now when P is a subshell, L value is 1, M is equal to plus minus L, that is started from minus 1, 0 and plus 1. So please keep in mind here 0 is included in magnetic quantum number, started from minus value and into the positive value. Now when subshell is a d orbital, L value is a 2, that is M is equal to plus minus 2, started from minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. So total 5 values present when subshell is a d orbital, and 5 values is of magnetic quantum number. Now when F subshell is there, azimuthal quantum number is 3 and total values are started from -3 and into the +3. Total 7 values are present, that is 7 suborbit are there. Now this table gives clear-cut idea about the relationship between N, L and M, that is a principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number and magnetic quantum number. I will not go through this table in detail, only 1 and 2 I will explain. Now when principal quantum number is 1, L value is 0, M value is 0, number of orbit is 1, that is a S orbit, 1s orbit, and number of electron present, of course all of you know that capacity of S orbital is of 2 electrons, so 2 electron is there. Now when n is equal to 2, L is equal to 0, M is equal to 0, again number of orbit is 1, that is 2s. So go through this table and get clear-cut idea about values when n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, what will be the L values and what will be the M values and what will be the shells present and they are including in number of electrons. So go through this table. Now last quantum number is a spin quantum number denoted by small letter s. Now name indicate that this is related with that of spinning motion. Now here electron is having spinning motion, 2 spinning motion. One, it revolve around the nucleus and second one, it revolve around the itself. So axial motion, that is revolving around the nucleus, and itself spinning motion. So there are 2 motions. Now in case of d orbital, only consider as a spin motion. So let's forget that. Concentrate on this one, that is a quantum number, spin quantum number. Spin quantum number represents the direction of the spin of the electron. Electron can revolve around the nucleus in 2 directions. One is a clockwise direction and another one is a anti-clockwise direction. When it is moving in a clockwise direction, it is represented as a value plus 1/2. When it is moving around the nucleus anti-clockwise manner, it represents the value as a minus 1/2. That is, fourth quantum number is totally related with the direction of moving electron. It moves in a 2 direction, clockwise direction and anti-clockwise direction. When it moves around the nucleus in a clockwise direction, represented by the value plus 1/2. When moving anti-clockwise direction, are represented by the value minus 1/2. So this is the role of fourth quantum number, that is a spin quantum number. Now this table gives the total 4 quantum numbers, their symbol and their possible values. Principal quantum number symbol is small m, values 1, 2, 3, 4, no 0. Angular quantum number denoted by small letter l, including values started from 0 and into the n minus 1. Magnetic quantum number denoted by small letter m, started from minus value and into the plus value, that is minus L to the plus L. Spin quantum number denoted by small letter s, there are only 2 values, either it is a plus 1/2 or either it is a minus 1/2. Now student, this is solve example for you, go through it. Let's start this one. There is a question for you. An electron is in one of the 3D orbital. All of you know that 3D orbital contain total 5 orbital, dxy, yz, dxz, dx square minus y square and dz square. There are total 5D orbital. Between that 5D orbital, this electron is present one of them. You have to find out that orbital. Give the possible values of N, L and M for that electron which is present in the d orbital. Let's see the solution. Now for the 3D orbital, Principal quantum number is 3. Azimuthal quantum number calculated by using n minus 1 value. That is 3 minus 1, it gives 2 value. Now when L is equal to 2, the orbit present is a d orbit. So magnetic quantum number is either calculated by 2L plus 1 formula, or either it can be calculated by plus minus L values formula. So it gives, by calculating this formula, that is 2L plus 1, it gives value as a 5. So for this electron which is present in a d orbital, n value is 3, L value is 2 and M value is 5. 5 means started from minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2, total 5 value. So going through this solved example, you can solve another example. You can find n value, L value, M value for any electron present in any principal quantum number, present in any L value. So guys, these slides or these principal quantum numbers gives total address of electrons present in the atom. Where it is present, that is in which principal quantum number it is present, what will be the shell or subshell, that is whether it is a S, P, D, F. Third principal quantum number, that is magnetic quantum number. What will be the orientation, that is whether it is a px, py, pz. In which axis it is present, along the x-axis, y-axis or z-axis. This is given by third quantum number, that is a magnetic quantum number. And fourth one gives you an idea about the motion of electron clockwise or anti-clockwise. So quantum numbers gives idea about size of atom, shape of orbital, orientation of orbital and its spinning motion. That is, indirectly it gives address of electron present in an atom, totally its position as well as its energy. As we move away from the nucleus, energy goes on increasing. That means shell which is nearer to the nucleus having lowest energy. So thanks for watching this lecture.